That is an elite walkout right there. Those boys are ready. For these walkouts, they're getting loud, they're getting electric, and they're ready for the absolute show that we're about to see here. We're going to get everybody into the lobby and get started as quick as you can, but Cosmic, what are your predictions for how this series will go?
I mean, you have two very big titans here in Div E. Obviously, they've earned their right to be here in Grand Finals. It's really tough to say here, Zero Gravity and Big Dawgs, but I believe that Vix will do what his brother could not, and I think he could take this series and win Div E, but it's definitely going to be an uphill battle. I'm going Zero Gravity in Game 7.
Game 7, I love to hear it. I'd love to get a Game 7 here in the first Grand Finals, and it is hard to bet against this Zero Gravity team. They've been so good. For the sake of the content and for the sake of the upset, I am going to predict Big Dawgs, and I'm going to predict they do it in 6. I think they're going to come out strong, try to make a statement early, and they're going to try to really stick it to this number 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, they've played amazingly well. When I'm just like streaming the B stage, I got to see both of them play, both without pressure and without pressure, and I think both of these two teams are going to be, it's going to be a clash of titans. It's going to be head to head. It's going to be, I honestly think it'll be goal after goal after goal.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's always interesting, especially with these lower div teams, getting into grand finals on LAN. A lot of people don't have experience with something like this. So it's interesting to see who kind of has those nerves that they got to work out and who shows up and just plays out of their mind on LAN. You never know what's going to happen, especially with Div E in the grand finals. But without any further ado, here we go. We are going to get this kickoff for the first grand finals match of the night. And this is dangerous, but it's going to be cleared away by Big Dawgs. Not quite, though. Ender is there to put it in, and with 5 seconds in, we already got a goal for Zero Gravity.
Yeah, I mean, Ender, he is, even though he is the third man, this man can definitely shoot. During one of their warm-ups, I actually had the opportunity to play on his controller settings, and they felt weird, but hey, it worked for him. And as you can see there, he was able to find that early goal to get that early lead, not even 5 seconds into this Div E Grand Finals here. We'll see if they can keep this momentum rolling. Vix trying to get something going. The Fender misses, maybe gets the pinch mid though. It's awkward, it is dangerous, but Ender unable to find contact, and Hip Dusty able to clear it away.
All 3 offenders for Zero Gravity were up, but this could be dangerous for them, but they do manage to make the save off the wall. We're going to have Camo going up, trying to get a touch mid to one of his teammates. We'll see if anyone's there. Vix is going to take it. They're giving him a lot of space back to lobby. Does get a nice challenge there. This ball is going to hang mid. We'll see who can go up. Hip Dusty can't quite find the touch he wants, giving Ender a lot of space here. He's going to take it to the corner. Camo going to try to catch in the corner. That's going to hit out, but Ender reads it well. It's going to be a pass for Vix. Can't quite find the touch. Talon Ball's there. Gets a double commit. This could be an open net, and Talon Ball is able to give his team a 2-goal lead just a minute in.
Yeah, this Zero Gravity team are absolutely ruthless here. They are not afraid to get their hands dirty. You saw the bump there, knocking out that last defender, last defender to get that open net there. Zero Gravity up 2, and we're not even a minute in.
Absolutely. We're seeing a lot of pace here from Zero Gravity. Big Dawgs need to find a way to get some pressure of their own here. We're going to see Hip Dusty try to find it. Going to send one on backboard. Ender can't quite find the touch. This could be dangerous, but Talon Ball is able to make the save. Back to lobby. It's going to get a hit out mid, but Ender's right on that. He's going to put one on backboard. It's going to be dangerous. Hip Dusty can't read it. Back to lobby is there to make the save, though.
Yeah, and this Big Dawgs team, they just don't seem to have that third man there. Their hits are good, they're strong, but they're not in a place that benefits themselves. They're hitting it hard off the sidewall, not really allowing for any of their teammates to follow up. They're practically handing this ball over to Zero Gravity, which is something they need to quell fast unless they want to take this series here, or especially game number 1 here. But you got back for lobby. Double whiff. They're almost double whiff the Talon Ball, able to just reach for the ball, able to almost clear it out here, but ID Camo says not today. Hitting it towards the corner. Ender unable to clear it away himself. And we see a little bit of a pool bump there over on Vix. Hip Dusty shot, but no, denied by Talon Ball. But it's not over. This ball is still in the corner. It's still on this Zero Gravity half, but it gets cleared away by Ender. Not a whole lot of boot, but he gets bumped by ID Camo here. cleared away to the side.
Yeah, great defensive bump there. Hip Dusty is going to get a nice challenge there. This ball is going to be hanging mid. Vix is going to go up, get it over one. Going to try to get it around the second. Can't quite do it, though. This ball rolling mid. Nobody from either team there to get there. Talon Ball is going to get there, but back to lobby makes a great turn there. Hip Dusty is going to get a touch to the back wall. See if he can't read it here. Does get a touch, but Vix makes a great defensive play to keep that one away. Talon Ball is going to take it, get bumped off, but nobody there from the ball. It's just going to be rolling awkwardly into the Big Dog's corner. Hip Dusty trying to take his time and get it out of the corner. Vix gets it center. This is dangerous, and Ender's going to put it home.
Knock, knock. No one is there. No one is home for Big Dogs. No one in the net, and that's just going to be a nice and easy tap in there for Ender. 3-0, 2 minutes, 28 seconds left here for Big Dogs. If they want a chance of stealing this game one away from Zero Gravity, they need to score, and they need to score now.
Absolutely, and they do need to get some offensive pressure here. The pressure has almost been all Zero Gravity as we see them setting it up again. Talon Ball trying to find a pass out, but Zero Gravity, they specialize in pressure. That's a shot that's just going to go in by Ender. That's a crazy angle from him hitting it off the corner.
Yeah, a bit of a scramble there in the corner. No one is home yet again there as we see Ender just tapping it in. Hip Dusty a little bit awkward, unable to get back in time. They do end up conceiving a goal. 4-0, Zero Gravity.
Absolutely. In the Zero Gravity team, I don't think we covered it in the stats, but their shooting percentages are crazy. I think it's something like 33, 41, and 42. So if they're getting shots on, they're going in. Big Dogs need to find a way to get some shots for themselves.
Double!
Back to lobby for you. It's a great double to give his team a goal, and they have some life here in this game one still.
Yeah, what an amazing backboard read here, especially for Div E. He reaches for that and he gets the power shot there. Playboy Vix unable to put a hand up, unable to stop it from going into the back of his net. So there are signs of life for Big Dogs here, but it might have happened a little bit too soon. Time can only tell. 2 minutes is a lot of time in Rocket League here, but Playboy Vix shot not quite on target. It does go a little bit wide here, but Talon keeping this pressure on this ball. Is going to go mid, but it is going to go Hip Dusty. The unfortunate touch there from back to lobby. This is going to stay on his side of the pitch, though, but Camo unable to read. Talon Ball open net, maybe, but goes too wide. Tries to get the touch mid, though, but no, denied. Backboard defense coming from back to lobby.
Absolutely. This ball kind of hanging awkwardly in the corner. Nobody from either team's going for this. Camo does make a touch to keep it to the corner. Ender flying down on this ball. Gets a decent 50. He's going to go back up, try to get it past. Can't quite find the touch, though. Camo with the 50. Vix has control. Can't quite find the touch off the wall. It's still rolling dangerously, though. Camo's got to make a touch. Does get it out around two. Ender's got to do something here. Can't quite find it. This ball rolling towards the Zero Gravity half. Hip Dusty diving on this ball. Does get it around one. Can't get it around Talon Ball, though. Talon is going to take this one over. He's got to look. Can't get it around Hip Dusty, though. Ender is up. Gets a nice touch to the corner. We'll see if he can't get another here. This ball hanging in the corner. Someone's got to make a touch. Back to lobby. Kind of doesn't get the touch he wants, and Vix is going to put that one home.
Yeah, and that's just on a silver platter there for Playboy Vix. I'm sure back to lobby wasn't trying to hit it that hard, but right place, right time there for Vix. He's able to get the 5th goal here for Zero Gravity. And a minute left. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's definitely improbable that this Big Dogs team finds a comeback here in game number 1.
Absolutely. I mean, you'd like to see him get a couple more goals, maybe for them to take some momentum into the next couple of games, but they really just need to find a way to get some pressure of their own. Again, Zero Gravity is spending so much time keeping the ball in Big Dog's half that their defense is just going to break eventually. Camo having to make a touch here. This ball hanging up. This is dangerous. Vix can't quite find the touch there. Hip Dusty has to make a touch. He's going to find it in the corner. Going to try to get one. Try to get another. Vix is up, though. He's going to put a pass across. Nobody there from Zero Gravity to capitalize on that one, though. Hip Dusty has to make a touch here. Does. Tries to make another here. Can he read it? Talon Ball's going to get a pass up. This is going to fall down. Is anyone going to be there? Ender's looking for the shot. He has it, and that's going to be a 4th goal for Ender in this game 1.
Yeah, way to be there for the waterfall. The 2 backboard defenders unable to make contact, unfortunately, and Ender's just going to slot this one in. Brazil opportunity, maybe?
Oh man, we're getting dangerously close to seeing that. 21 seconds here. That'd be interesting to see out of game 1. It'll be interesting to see how both teams come out of this one. See what adjustments Big Dogs makes and see if Zero Gravity can't keep it up here. They almost had an opportunity there, but that's going to be shut down by Zero Gravity.
Yeah, Talon Ball getting that save there, and he's called to action yet again, able to get it over one, but Talon Ball and Ender unable to find contact as he gets just that little touch. Unable to get a big clear there, but that ball is going to be dangerous. Camo pinching it on the other defender, and Zero Gravity taking game number 1.
Absolutely, and that was a dominant performance by them, showing why they were the 1 seed and so good throughout the whole regular season. Ender putting on an absolute show, 4 for 5 shooting. That is absolutely insane. Big Dogs here, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Obviously, they are working with the sub in ID Camo. They have to work out the rotations, but they came into LAN as the 4 seed and they made it to grand finals. So we know they're capable of competing. They just need to kind of figure it out here.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to say the big bad evil word, but game 1 typically is a feeler game. But I mean, I don't want to like rub salt in the wound, but ID Camo, little bit of a Tony Snell there.
Absolutely, and that's so unfortunate to see out of the sub. You know, you'd like to see a little more out of him. We'll see if he can't turn it around here, and they're going to need him to play a little better if they're going to have a chance at this dominant number 1 seed.
The chain is only as strong as its weakest link here, and ID Camo definitely needs to step it up a little bit if they want to give this Big Dogs a chance. But game number 2, that's a lot of Rocket League here, especially in a best of 7. We've already seen a bunch of series go to game number 7. We saw Risser hit that amazing 0-second goal against Hood by Air, but that's not the series we're worried about. We're worried about the Zero Gravity versus Big Dogs here. And we see Hip Dusty trying to get it mid, gets the pinch off the backboard, a little bit dangerous. This is just going to fall right in front of Zero Gravity, but no one is there. Hip Dusty pass mid. Ender is just going to hit it towards the corner. Met well. Oh, not quite by back to lobby, but he does get bailed out by ID Camo. Talon Ball keeping this pressure on. Camo back and forth here between the two. To see Ender just patiently waiting there, not wanting to overcommit there as the 3rd man. Talon Ball able to catch it here, and it's been a pretty uneventful minute here.
Absolutely. I mean, so far, Big Dogs keeping up with the pace of Zero Gravity really well. We're going to see Camo trying to take this one to the wall. He's going to get a 50 with Ender. Ender gets a great 50 out of it, though. This is going to be off the backboard and dangerous. Camo makes a touch to keep that to the sidewall. Vix is up, puts one up high. Back to lobby is there. He's going to get a touchdown. Vix is going to try to pass it to his teammate Ender, but then hits it away from him. Camo is up. He's going to try to set something up for his team, going to the corner, trying to go up the wall. Talon Ball makes a good defensive play to shut that opportunity down. Back to lobby, though, keeping that pressure high. He's going to go up the wall. Vix has to find the touch, and he does. He's going to get it to the side. Camo keeping this pressure on, though. All of Zero Gravity's on low boost. This is dangerous in mid. Back to lobby for you. Puts a shot on, and that's going to go in. Big Dogs find a lead in this game, too.
Yeah, back to lobby, able to find the snipe there in the middle of the pitch. The defenders, 2 of the defenders that are on Zero Gravity, unable to make contact, and they are just going to end up conceding a goal here. Big Dogs up for the first time this series.
Absolutely, and so far this has been the opposite of game 1. The pressure has felt like all Big Dogs, and they finally got through Zero Gravity's defense there with them all being out of boost. But right as we say that, Zero Gravity trying to get the offensive pressure of their own here. This is awkward on the back wall. Talon trying to get a pass out. Camo makes a great touch to get it out. He's going to take that a corner boost and try to get it out mid here. Try to get it around Vix. Does get a nice 50 with him there. Hip Dusty pushing up with low boost. Gets a great 50 with Ender. This could be dangerous. Talon Ball has to make a touch here. Doesn't find it, and Hip Dusty is going to put it in and give his team a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate bounce there for Talon Ball. Those bounces can get a little hard, especially when they hit that corner. You never know if it's going to bounce all the way up, bounce all the way out. And he just had to take the judgment call there, unfortunately. He judged it wrong, and he ends up conceding another goal here. Big Dogs up 2. But there is a little over 3 minutes, maybe almost finding the 3rd there, but ID Camo is there, unable to get contact. Vix sends this one towards the net, and unfortunate backboard defense there coming from, I believe that was back to lobby, unable to make the save.
And I mean, that is unfortunate, but Big Dogs can't let that one get to them. I mean, that's an unfortunate goal from all the way across, but they've been playing so good this game. They need to keep their offensive pressure up here. Still a lot of Rocket League to play, though. 3 minutes left. It's still anyone's game.
Yeah, anyone's game indeed, but this ball is just going to go right in front of Vix, who does get the dunk. This one might just go in by itself there. Oh my God, he almost skims it, but the miracle save there coming from Big Dogs. This ball is just going to go up. Hip Dusty, not quite, but it is taken away by Camo. Unable to get the shot on target. Playboy Vix, a lot of boost in the tank, and he's just going to send it, finding the equalizer for Zero Gravity.
That is a beautiful shot there from Vix, getting it over the 2 Big Dogs defenders who were both pushed up a little too far. One of them had to hang back there a little bit. Tie game here with half the game left to go. This has been an electric game, too. We'll see which team can manage to pull this one away.
Kickoff here, not quite going in back to Lobby's favor. Playboy Vix, though, does get that 100 boost, full tank of boost, but Ender is there for the shot. The awkward bounce shots, those are also a very hard shot to save, especially when they come at you at 1,000,000 miles per hour. But Talon Ball is up. Shot goes a little bit too wide, but it does force the triple commit there out from Big Dawgs. I respect that, though, honestly, especially when you see someone going that fast, going for the ball. You almost got to kind of like convince yourself that, yes, this is going to go in. So way to respect it. Unfortunate triple commit, though, as we see Ender hitting this one off the corner. Back to Lobby, though, is on that backboard defense. He's got that unlock. Nice pop mid, but no teammate there to reciprocate the play.
Absolutely, and maybe it's a bit of LAN nerves here, but we're seeing a lot more double commits from Big Dawgs lately. Camo makes a great save there, though. That's still awkward, though. ID Camo has to make a touch, does get out mid, but Vix gets a great pass out. Ender couldn't quite find the touch he wanted there. Hip Dusty reading this one off the wall, low boost, can't quite find the touch, leaves it to back to Lobby. He's going to send it up, go for the double tap, can't quite find it, though. Vix has an opportunity, he's going to put it wide to the left. Camo keeping this one mid. We'll see if he can't get something for himself here. Ender makes a great read there. Back to Lobby, going up, he's going to look for the double tap. Can he find it? Not quite. Hip Dusty is there, gets a shot on. Can anyone get there? Ender makes the save.
It's a scramble in front of this zero gravity goal line here. Talon Ball, not a whole lot of boost. Asta passes towards Vix, but it is just going to pinch off the ceiling. Does he get the ceiling read? Yes, he does, but Ender reads it faster. Playboy Vix trying to get up there, unable to make contacts, but he does get the fake off of Hip Dusty. Fake after fake after fake here. Somebody please hit the ball.
Oh man, you know Divi, they love their fakes, definitely doing it intentionally, of course. Camo, he's going to take this one around one. He's going to try to get a pinch here. This could be dangerous. He's going to try to set up some for his team. Vix makes a great touch to keep it to the corner. This is still dangerous though. Camo up the wall. He's going to leave it for one of his teammates, but no one was up. Hip Dusty makes a touch, but Talon Ball's right there. He's going to send a Ripper on, but Hip Dusty is there to take that one to the corner. He's going to play this patiently, leave it for his teammate Camo here, who gets a great 50. We'll see if anyone can get there. Vix has to do something. Does make a great booming clear out. He's going to try to follow this one up. Try to set something up for his team. This is off the corner. This could be dangerous. Is anyone there? Talon Ball is, but he can't quite find the shot on. This is still dangerous, but hit back to Lobby is going to put this one away.
Back to Lobby, utilizing his full tank of boost, maybe trying to get the double. That's not the best touch from Ender. Triple commit, though, coming from zero gravity. They have to do everything they can to keep this ball from going in. Talon Ball drops it mid, though. Camo's there, but no, back to Lobby was there, too. A miscommunication on their part, unable to seal the deal. 0 seconds. Maybe we'll have overtime potentially, though. This is dangerous. It's just going to pop in there. And Vix with the 0-second goal, stealing game 2 from Big Dawgs.
What a play from Zero Gravity and an absolute heartbreaker for Big Dawgs. They should have just put it down instead of keeping it up on the wall. Regardless, Zero Gravity is going to find themselves a 2-0 lead, and that was a statement win for them. They got themselves down 2-0 early, managed to come back and find that 0-second goal.
Very, very unfortunate indeed. I'm not sure exactly what the idea was or like the play that they had in mind in keeping it up. Maybe they wanted to score a little bit of 0-second goal action for themselves, but it ends up biting them in the behind, and they end up losing that game there. Honestly, though, that game number 2 could have gone both ways. Bit of unfortunate mishap, though, that it happened in the way that it did, but we still got way more Rocket League to play.
Absolutely, and Big Dawgs played so good for most of that game. You take away a couple mistakes, and they take that one for themselves here. So they're very much still in it as the 4 seed, putting up a great fight here. They just need to find a way to close out games. And for Zero Gravity, shout out Vix. He had the hat trick, all 3 of his team's goals, including that clutch final one. We'll see if we get these teams in here to start game 3. What do you think that Big Dawgs need to do if they're going to find some momentum here?
I think Big Dog, they need to find their inner Zen. Not Zen in the way of the GOAT, Zen in the way of peace of mind. They need to not panic as much as they do. They need to communicate with each other like a happily married couple. But but communication is key. That goes for everything, including Rocket League. So if they can just kind of soothe the nerves, communicate a little bit better, maybe fix up a little bit of those rotations, they can definitely take on this Zero Gravity team.
Absolutely, and you always wonder what comms are like, especially when you have a sub. You wonder how they're communicating and how that's affecting the rotations. We're going to see HipDusty try to find a pass out for back to lobby. Can't quite find the shot on. Still dangerous, though. Ender has to make a touch. He does. HipDusty going to leave this one for his teammate Camo, who's going to send a booming clear to the right. HipDusty gets beat by, I believe that was Vix there. Has to make a little, he's got to wait here. He's going to put it to the wall. Going to try to get something Ender up, though. This is dangerous. Puts a slot on, but it's just off the post.
Too much sauce there, not enough scope, unable to get there. But I mean, back to lobby trying to find a shot of his own as we see Ender unable to find that shot there. Ender a little bit awkward though. This ball is just gonna go straight. HipDusty shot on target but cleared away as we see a pinch. This could be dangerous. Back to lobby is up, but defenders up earlier. Talonball able to get that beautiful save.
Absolutely, but this pressure is still on for Big Dogs. He's going to go up. Vix can't quite find the touch. He didn't have the boost. He was just floating there. He's going to try to play this out of the corner. Real awkward. HipDusty is there. He's going to find a pass out, but Talonball is going to be able to clear that one away. Back to lobby is going to send this one to the wall. This could be dangerous. Camo's up. Gets a good 50 there, keeping this pressure on, but nothing there. Ender puts a shot on. HipDusty can't quite find the touch, but Ender can't quite put it in yet either. He's going to try to find a pass out for his teammates, but his teammates are rotating out. Talonball is up. He puts one dangerously on net. Is anyone there? Back to lobby for you, there to get a save. It's still dangerous, so Vix is up. Can't quite find the touch, and back to lobby's going to get the clear. This is going across, but just wide.
Woo! That was a little too close for comfort there. Talonball, though, able to get the, not able to, he got pinched there, but ball still a little bit dangerous. This pressure is on this Zero Gravity half. Talonball taking this ball away from his teammate. Who knows what the plan is there, but Ender up, double commit. Unfortunately, Playboy Vix unable to find the touch. A little bit of miscommunication going on between Zero Gravity, and it seems to not be doing well for them.
Absolutely. This is still this is the longest we've had a scoreless game so far in this series. Both teams really locked in right now, playing super even. Vix is going to slice up one. What a move by Vix. That is beautiful right there.
Little bit of a cross up happening over here. Axel's broken. Open net there for Playboy Vix. Just absolutely toying with them on the pitch. Able to get it past, I believe that was all three of the defenders. But 2 minutes, 22 seconds left. Big Dogs, they definitely have a chance to find an opener. We saw them do it there in game number 2, but unfortunately they weren't quite able to seal the deal. Vix touch mid. This is going to be good for his teammates, but even better there as we see a big booming clear coming from Big Dogs.
Absolutely. This one dangerous, but Vix is able to get the clear. HipDusty does put this one up high. Ender makes a touch, and not a great one, though. HipDusty trying to keep this pressure on. The pinch ends up happening, and that's going to go to the corner. This is dangerous. That shot put high. Back to lobby has to get a touch here. HipDusty and back to lobby double commit there. HipDusty trying to find a pass. Does get it high. Ender trying to make a touch. Can't find it. Back to lobby's there, but he gets met well by Talonball. We're going to see Vix try to get it around one. Does. Camo has to make a touch. He's going to try to take it around. He's going to end up teeing it up for Zero Gravity. Back to lobby, he's there. He does make the save, and that's going to be a clutch defensive play there from Big Dogs.
Definitely not the touches you're going to want to take here, especially in front of your own net. You're practically asking for the other team to sink it in for you. Talonball, though, brings it off the backboard. Vix unable to orientate himself correctly in time, unable to get that shot on target. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a Rule 1 on the pitch, but Playboy, boo, indeed. He ends up smashing that Rule 1. We'll see if Big Dogs get a goal scored on them, or if they're able to defy the natural laws of Rocket League and not get scored on for breaking the Rule 1.
Absolutely. A minute left here. Big Dogs have to try to find one, but after breaking that Rule 1, we don't know. The Rocket League gods are not on their side right now. Camo can't quite find the touch, but back to lobby does have this one up. Vix is going to get a touch to the corner. HipDusty has to try to read it. Can't quite. This is dangerous. Vix is up. He puts the shot on, but that's going to be a great save by Playboy, or I think that was back to lobby who got that save there. Regardless, great save from Big Dogs. They still need to find themselves a goal here.
Yeah, Big Dogs, 30 seconds left. Something needs to happen. Something needs to change, because if you lose this game, you're already on match point, and that's not where you want to be, especially here in the grand finals. You got to pull some tricks up your sleeves here. Back to lobby, trying to get a shot on target, but no, denied by, I believe that was Ender. Pop. Playboy Vix trying to get something going there. The pop, this could be dangerous as we see HipDusty making it off the crossboard. It's a mad scramble here. 3 seconds left. Is HipDusty, is Big Dogs able to find something? No, they aren't able. Ladies and gentlemen, Zero Gravity up 3, match point.
That is crazy. Big Dawgs playing so well, but falling just short again, and now they find their backs against the wall. Now, I will say, especially in the lower divisions, that closeout game can be the hardest one to win by far. So we'll see if Zero Gravity is able to close this one out, or if they're going to let the nerves get to them, though, and let Big Dawgs back in it. Regardless, Big Dawgs have to find something, some way to score around the Zero Gravity team.
Yeah, a lot of things can happen, especially during a closeout game, because if you find yourself losing those points, you think to yourself, man, like what happened between games 1 and 3 that we're just not able to close it out? Mental plays a lot in this game, especially Rocky League. If you feel like you're playing bad, you're going to play bad. If you feel like you have a lot of confidence, there's a chance you could hit a clip or two, but Big Dawgs have a long uphill battle if they want to take this grand finals.
Absolutely, and they did have a timeout in their back pocket. They decided not to use it. They're just going to thug this one out, and I love the decision there. You know, it's always interesting to see timeout strategies. Teams like to use them, other teams don't. Big Dawgs, they're just going to roll with this one, and they're going to need to figure out something here. We're going to see this match point game here, do or die for Big Dawgs. They start off with a shot, but Talonball is able to put that one away.
Playboy Vix and Talonball, a little bit of a double commit there. That's not what you want to be doing, especially if you want to close out this game 4. But Vix ends up getting this one on the backboard, on the corner, trying to put it mid there. But Ender is there, though. The pinch, though, careening towards this Zero Gravity's corner. The 50 is just going to fall right in front of this pitch over on the Zero Gravity half. The booming shot there coming from Ender, denied by back for Lobby. And this just seems to be a little bit of boomer ball here in this first 30 seconds, which I can't quite blame them. I can definitely see both of these teams wanting to be a little bit cautious, wanting to not be the team that messes up here. Ender, though, shot, but denied by back to Lobby. Ice in his veins, keeping this ball out of his net.
I will say, Big Dawgs, they've got nothing to lose right now. I mean, they got everything to lose, but their backs are against the wall, so there's not like pressure to perform. For Zero Gravity, there's pressure to close this one out. You do not want to let Big Dawgs get back in this game. We'll see if they can't find a way to break through. They haven't found anything yet in a minute, but Vix is going to try to end that one. Trying to get a pass out, but back to Lobby. He's able to meet that one. He gets a booming clear out. Can Hip Dusty get there? He cannot. This one going towards Big Dawgs' corner. This could be dangerous. Camo makes a good touch there. Hip Dusty can't quite find a touch. Camo does have it. He's got to get this one out of the midfield. Gets demoed for his efforts, but is able to keep that one away for now. And Hip Dusty is able to get a clear there. Talonball right on it, though. He's going to try to get a pass out. Look for the pinch. It's going to go up. Camo trying to find the touch off the wall. Can't. Hip Dusty taking it to the wall. Ender is there. He's going to try to find something for Vix. Vix gets a touch out. This could be dangerous, but no one from Zero Gravity is up. It's still dangerous, though. Ender puts one on and in. Zero Gravity finds themselves the lead in this game.
Whew. That is very, very unfortunate. The two defenders there in net kind of tripping over themselves. No one trying to figure out who is the defender to clear the ball out, though. Down by 1, Big Dawgs. You're down by 1 in the game. You're down by 3 in the series. Your only chance of winning and clinching the series is the reverse sweep. So I have to ask you guys, what are you guys going to do to change this? Because 3 minutes, yes, a lot of time in Rocket League, but something needs to happen. Something needs to change if you want to etch your name here as the Div E champions in Season 7.
Absolutely, and they're going to need to pull some sort of miracle out for the reverse sweep. We're going to see Vix trying to set a pass out. This is going to be dangerous. Ender is up. He's got the shot, but not quite on as it's going to go wide. Back to Lobby. It's going to take this one up the wall. Going to get met by Talonball. This could be dangerous. Ender is there. Does get a great 50. Vix is up, but he cannot read it. Camo makes a good touch to get this one to the side. Talonball is there to keep this pressure up, but back to Lobby. It's going to take it to the right. He's going to try to get it around 1. Does Camo up with the double commit.
No.
Is that one going to fall in? No, it's off the post, and no one can read it. This is awkward. Ender's there. He can't find the goal yet either.
Bunch of fakes there coming from the Zero Gravity team, but Ender's there, but no! He flips the wrong way, unable to slot that ball into the back of the net. Big Dawgs are still alive and breathing, but they gotta get the booming clear. They gotta get this ball out of their net because it just seems to be unrelenting pressure here coming from Zero Gravity.
Absolutely, and I mean, great job by Big Dawgs to keep the ball out of the net, but they got to find some pressure of their own here before it's too late. Talonball is going to try to read this one off his backboard, passes it out to Camo, who makes a good touch to keep this pressure on. Ender keeps it in the corner. Camo, and I believe that was back to Lobby, both in that corner trying to get something going. Vix gets it around 2. This is to the corner. He's going to try to get a pass up and down, see if he can't find his teammate Talonball. This could be dangerous, but back to Lobby makes a clutch save.
Beautiful backboard defense, but it almost didn't matter. Ender almost finding the goal for himself, almost getting Zero Gravity up by 2 there. But like we said before, this ball just seems to be on this Big Dog's half. They're unable to find any sort of pressure, unable to get them out of the mud, so to speak. But Hip Dusty has the full tank of boost. He brings it up the wall though, but met well by Playboy Vix. Back to lobby though, but no, the cut there comes from Hip Dusty, taking it from his captain, who is forced to be third man back. The big booming clear though. Do we see the captain maybe finding a goal for himself though? Unable to find it, met well by Talon Ball, and this whole Big Dogs team just doesn't have the boost that they need to find these goals.
No, and with a minute left, they got to start throwing the kitchen sink at Zero Gravity. This could be dangerous, though. Back to lobby for you. Is there Camo up for the double commit? We'll see if they can't find a pass out. They both leave the ball. Camo puts it in reverse to try to get there, but Ender is able to get that one out. Hip Dusty trying to find a 50. Can't quite. Vix keeps it to the side. This could be dangerous here for Big Dogs. Camo makes a great defensive touch to keep this one in the corner and gets it around the second. Town Ball is there, though. Puts it up to the corner. Back to lobby. Can't quite find the touch. This is dangerous. A clutch demo there from Camo. He's going to get the clear, too. He's got to get it around another. He does. Talon Ball flying up on this ball. He's going to keep this one to the corner. 19 seconds. Big Dogs need something.
Yeah, Big Dogs, 15 seconds. Something needs to happen. Hip Dusty, not a whole lot of boost, but he does get the big boost there. Camo shot maybe on target, though. Vix able to send it towards the side. 5 seconds left. Zero Gravity are almost going to be named your Div E champions. And ladies and gentlemen, 0 seconds left. Zero Gravity have won it all. They have won Div E.
Congratulations to Zero Gravity. This team played out of their mind all season. One of the most dominant teams we've ever seen. Pulled up to LAN and just kept that dominance going, sweeping in grand finals. Credit to Big Dogs, though, making it in as the 4 seed, making it to grand finals, and despite getting swept, putting up a great fight in all but game 1.
Bit unfortunate there if you are a Big Dogs fan. But if you are a Zero Gravity's fan, congratulations. Your team has won in an amazing fashion, a very dominant 4-0 sweep.
Absolutely. And man, as much as it is unfortunate we didn't get to see more than 4 games out of Div E, the games we did get to see were good. I mean, other than game 1, which was a blowout almost to Brazil, the other games were all competitive. Both teams played so well. Zero Gravity, though, just proving why they were so dominant and keeping that streak alive. We are going to work on trying to get the winners interview, the trophy presentation, and the MVP announcement. Stick with us here as we try to get that all worked out. Okay, we are going to go to a short intermission, and then when we come back, we will have the trophy presentation and MVP announcement. So stick with us for a little bit to see Zero Gravity get their trophy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have our winners here, and I don't want to say it was a boring game necessarily, but again, we've had a lot of sweeps here, and again, the number 1 seed coming into this one. You guys, you guys weren't even getting super hyped on stage just because it seemed really efficient. But kind of talk to me about your first ever LAN experience, first time obviously winning the entire thing here in Div E, Ender.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good time. It's good to put faces to names too, but it's so different playing on a stage in front of people than just in my room at home. But it was a good time.
Oh, you're definitely not wrong. It takes a lot of time, so many times in these LAN environments. We talk about stream nerves. It's awkward. It's weird to play different play styles, mechanics. They don't translate. And especially after you score a goal, it's a different environment to be fist bumping people. So then Talon, going to you, I'll slide in the middle real quick here. Obviously, going to be the first time ever coming on stage. Obviously, you guys go through the Swiss, you go through the semis, you go to this one. As you guys are starting to win games 1, game 2, is there any playstyle change, any mental change, or is it just copy and repeat games 1 through 4?
Well, I'd say game 1 we won and we did not focus very much. We were just playing like we were back at home still. So I'd say we focused a little bit more, kind of took it a little more serious. Our game 7 game was a little nerve-wracking, especially since we went 2-0 and then, in my opinion, played the best next team in the league. But no, we kind of just played our own game. I let them do their thing and rotated very well, and that was about it.
Hey, you guys made it look easy. I'll hop on the other side here. And Mr. Vix here, obviously you've got a bit of friends and a bit of family here. How does it feel playing in front of people that you care so much about on stage?
I feel good. I mean, a little thicky. He was my brother, so he was I'm not sure if he was undefeated or not, but he did win last time. So I saw him, and I think last season they lost really badly, and so I signed up this season, and so I just had fun, and well, it was kind of easy, but it's pretty good.
Again, winning the whole league, saying it's kind of easy. I don't know. Again, we got Ender. He's played 2 seasons. Talon his 2nd season. You're in your first, already winning it. It can only get worse from here, right? Unless you win again. So I know you guys have already talked about with the brother duo, seeing if you can pick each other up. So that would be an interesting time. But you guys have absolutely earned this with one of the most dominant performances, a sweep in the grand finals. Boys, grab the trophy and lift it. We have our Div E champions, Zero Gravity! Oh, I love it, boys. I love it. So now that we've got the trophies out of the way, let's bring up Isaac. We'll give the medals real quick, and then we will go through the MVP. I was going to say, yeah, you got to watch out for the glasses, my good sir. I know it's a little tricky, and the hat brim as well. They're not making it easy on you, of course. But no, genuinely, I was going to say, you hop off, my good sir. I'm going to walk over, make sure I grab the right one. First of all, again, these MVP trophies look absolutely amazing. Can we get a round of applause for Izord spending so many hours making these amazing trophies, spending way too much time. And again, we appreciate him making the custom plates here, because some of us on the exec side might have forgotten to get them, might have forgotten to get medals, but don't worry about it. We'll make something up here. But no, genuinely, you guys, this has been an amazing season. It was interesting going through the crowd, asking, who do we think gets this? Who do we think gets who deserves this LAN MVP performance? And it was 100% unanimous, which is actually fairly rare. But with such an impressive MVP performance, this player 100% deserves this. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for your Div E LAN MVP, Playboy Vix! All right, hold on. You want to say that one more time?
Last season I wanted it so badly. That's why I signed up, mainly because of the MVP trophy. And this is the only reason why I'm here, just because of this. But I'm super glad to win.
So can we expect you at all next season? Or are you one and done? I'm out.
I'm coming back tomorrow. Or next season. Sorry. Yeah, next season I'll be back.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Zero Gravity. All right, you guys can hop off. Div E Grand Finals is done. We have 4 more to go. We got a lot of trophies, medals to give away, as well as they will be getting their names engraved into the plaque. We're going to be going to a short intermission and getting our Div D match underway. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon.